let's flip this around. Let's get it set up. Sweet. Trying to get this set up so that I can see the chat on the laptop. It's gonna take just a moment. How's it going? I see 2 people watching. Who is it? Hey, Dusty, what's going on, my friend? What's going on, you guys? What's everybody up to today? Saturday, what's going on? Being lazy, watching TV, vlogs, okay. Pretty much the same thing here. Busy day. What's a cat flap? Like a door? Okay, yeah, alright. Soccer match, okay. Oh, nice. Which, Tulsa Stadium is pretty nice, isn't it, Dusty? I think I've seen that on Twitter before. So, I have... Oh, it's a baseball stadium. Okay, never mind. I guess I'm thinking the other Oklahoma team, don't they have a soccer-specific stadium? Yeah, that's right. Okay. The energy, yeah, that's right. So once we get a few people going in here, I want to talk a little bit about some things that I'm doing right now, or that will be showing up on the channel pretty soon. But until a few more people, if anybody even shows up, until a few more people show up, I didn't see the actual match, but I saw the result, and I'm happy with that. Anytime we beat Arsenal, I'm totally fine with that. I don't know if any of you have ever have live streamed, but I highly recommend live streaming from a different device than what you're, or like having a computer or an iPad or something, so that you can see the chat faster, because I'm using the rear camera on my Pixel to stream with, because it's a better quality, and it also lets me see more of the screen when I can stream to, like, put my channel up on a laptop next to it, so like I can see myself on my laptop, and I can see the chat a little bit faster than if I were to watch it on the front-facing camera of my phone. I don't know if that makes any sense at all, but anyway. But yeah, Chelsea match was good. I was kind of surprised, because usually they don't I feel like that Chelsea and Arsenal don't usually travel together for preseason. I could be wrong. I honestly, full disclosure, I don't really pay a whole lot of attention to preseason, so who knows. The way I set up the camera originally, you could see the TV in this mirror because it's like right above this. There we go. It's like right above that. But yeah, and Inter. That was weird. Bayern Munich there too. Okay, I didn't even see that. But yeah, I don't pay a whole lot of attention to preseason. How do you like the Morata signing? I'm I'm very okay with that. Hmm. Okay, so anyway, like I was saying, planning on talking a little bit if we have some people show up in this about just some videos that never went up from Canada, from my Canada trip. If anybody wants to know about that. Big O, what's going on, my friend? How are you? Getting ready to fix some Folgers? Okay. I got this one. This is some Canadian coffee. This is some Tim Hortons. Nice. Good to see you, man. Glad you're here. You've been killing it with those GoPro videos lately. Those are really good content. Bet you're gonna get some really good views off of those comparison videos. It's kind of becoming your thing. I like it. So like I said in the vlog that went up yesterday, we got our niece is here. She's visiting from Texas, and she'll be here for 2 weeks. Don't really have anything major going on in the last 2 weeks, or in the next 2 weeks, but then on the 3rd, I'll be going Channel 33 with Sponge Likes Tim. Yeah, it's great coffee. It really is. Anytime we go to Vancouver, or when I was in Toronto last year, or when we were in Montreal a month or two ago, we just go crazy on Tim Hortons. Did she bring you some Whataburger? No, she didn't. I don't know what we're gonna do. Maybe make her sleep in a tent or something. Josh, Josh, the Tim Hortons, I think it's more of nostalgia. It's not incredible coffee. It's definitely a very palatable, like unoffensive for people who don't typically do, like, I don't know, not craft coffee, but like super expensive stuff. It's pretty good though. It's decent coffee. One thing a friend of mine here actually told me to do with it is to make cold brew with it. He said it makes great cold brew, so you should try that. Yeah, man, I love Whataburger too, Dusty. I don't understand the debate when people talk about the best burger chains in America. I don't really think there's much of a contest with that. It's so good. And the thing Kasha and I used to love is we would, after work on Fridays, we would come home and like eat a light dinner or snack or something, take a nap or whatever, try to wind down from the evening, and then we would go to Whataburger at we would like leave our house at like 10 till 11 and go and get breakfast because they start serving breakfast at 11 p.m. In-N-Out overrated. I think it is what it is. Oregon only has one In-N-Out, and it's nowhere near Portland, so we're starting to get it. I heard a rumor that we're going to be getting one in one of the suburbs pretty soon, but it is what it is. Like their food is fresh. You know, they fry their fries fresh every order, and the beef is pretty good quality. The thing that's really fascinating to me from a business standpoint is that In-N-Out has such a tiny menu that it makes their service so fast. I mean, you've got a single burger, a double burger, then you've got like 4 or 5 different things on the secret menu, like a grilled cheese and a extra onion burger, and then all of the animal style and everything like that. But hold on a second. You tried In-N-Out in Temple? I moved to Portland from Temple. There's an In-N-Out in Temple now. That's crazy. I had no idea. Never even heard that. Honestly, there's nobody that... I didn't really have a whole lot of friends living in Temple at the time, so there's nobody that I would really still connect with. Somewhere on 35, yeah. Right before we moved, I think there was one in the suburb of Austin called Round Rock. I think there's one in Round Rock, but I'm not positive about that. Yeah, Big O, I can't believe that, man. I got all the way out there, drove an hour out there, started flying, and then got that error message, no SD card. I still can't believe I did that. But yeah, the return trip was worth it. Got some really fun footage. I didn't really go into it a whole lot. But yeah, the fisherman who was out there fishing under that bridge while I was flying, he was super cool about it. I had a couple of people ask me if he was upset or if he asked me to stop or anything, because I think that's kind of a stigma that drones have, is, you know, that people think they're intrusive and that they want you to stop doing them whenever you're flying around them. But he was very nice about it. He asked me a bunch of questions, and he was pretty cool. I didn't get his name or anything, but he caught a few fish while I was out there, so that was positive. But yeah, he was really nice about it, and it was a good it was a good first experience as far as encountering a person, because up until now I've tried to stay as far away from people as I possibly can whenever I've flown it, and I think I'm a little bit behind the curve as far as getting comfortable flying it, because I'm still very nervous when I fly it. You know, it's like it's a helicopter basically. So anyway, what's that? Keep a spare in my dash. Would that not get too hot? Would it not melt an SD card in my dash? I mean, in the summer maybe, but yeah, in the rest of the time. And how high have I taken it? Without shutting down the live stream and checking the stats on my phone, the video that I lost signal on the bridge, I think that one got up to like... That one got to the maximum distance of a P3. So probably like, it was above the bridge, so I'd say probably 250, 300 feet maybe, Josh? Probably about there. Keep a spare SD in your dash, not in the dash. I leave my camera in the dash. Yeah, I've seen those extenders. I'd be interested to see what it looks like. I didn't really panic when it almost hit the tree, because I feel like I was kind of delayed reaction, and I got it to stop before I hit it. But yeah, that surprisingly I didn't freak out at all. Of all of the things I had so many takes where I was trying to fly it just really, really close to the underside of that bridge, and I had so many takes where I got really close to the bridge and then pulled back it instantly, because I thought that, you know, the blades or whatever were gonna like clip the bottom of the bridge, and any accident that you have under that bridge or under those trees and everything, the drone's gone. I mean, you might get it back, but it's not going to be usable again. It's going to be sitting in the water. Yeah, it is. It's definitely a fear, and a lot of people have a first few flights and then they get over it really quickly, and I still haven't gotten over it really well. Yeah, Big O, cameras definitely make people uncomfortable, and that's one of the things I wanted to talk about was some of the reason that I haven't edited all of my Montreal footage yet is because I had to take, and that's part of the reason that I took a month off or whatever, because I just got this really, really bad kind of emotional, anxious, mental block out of that footage because some of the people around me were very, very uncomfortable with it, and that kind of caused me to not be myself, I think, which one of the things I pride myself on this channel is being very honest and presenting myself, even though it's edited, to present myself in a way that's honest to the people who watch it, because I value you guys as much as, you know, maybe, hopefully, that you value the content that I put out. So yeah, but I think I'm over that now, and I think it's not necessarily like the people that I didn't know as much as I think that I kind of bothered the people who were with me. So I think I'm over that now. I think I'm going to edit it up. I think it's going to be 3 videos. There's one video in particular that I'm really, really excited about finally editing. And I took a train out of the city. I got up super early one morning, took a train out of the city, and went to the home of this Canadian dish called poutine. I don't know if you've ever heard of that, but it's French fries, cheese curds, and gravy, and it's delicious. I mean, it's gravy and cheese and potatoes, so there's nothing you can really dislike about it. But yeah, so it's a dish that I've really liked for a long time, ever since we started making like a couple of trips to Vancouver every once in a while, and so yeah, made a trip for that, and I'm excited to edit that. I think that one's going to be quite a long vlog because a lot of stuff was going on in that little city that day, so I filmed a lot of stuff. So that might be kind of a long vlog. Maybe that one will go up if I've got some free time tomorrow afternoon. That might be my Monday vlog. We'll see. Used to filming in public. Now I just filmed in the grocery store. Oh, nice. How'd that go? Any issues filming in the food city? If anybody's watching who hasn't commented or anything, shout out, tell me you're here. There weren't very many people there. I tell you, it's hard filming. I've filmed in my grocery store a couple of times, and it's very like look over your shoulder the whole time. Tend to say things in my car. Yeah, me too. Filming in very busy places is hard. But one of the things that's interesting to me is that when I'm alone filming in public, it's hard. But if there's people around me I know, even if we're in the same amount of same like arena of public, I do completely fine. I think there's some sort of mental block with having like a support system around you while you're recording. So saw a video from where I live. Someone stole a guy's camera and smashed it. Holy cow! Was it a vlogger or just somebody filming random material? It is hard when there's a lot of people out there. You're right, O. Here's reporting traffic for the news. What? Holy cow. Any new music to recommend? Yes. There is, let's see. There's a new album by, it's kind of the same style of music that I usually use. I don't know if anybody's ever looked down in the description, but I use pretty much the same music producer for everything. He and I have a really good relationship. He's a music producer from New Jersey named Bureaucratic. Brandon is his actual name. But he has collaborated with this guy, and I don't know his real name, but his artist name is Flamingosis, like Flamingo, S-I-S. He just put out a new album, and it's really, really good. All of his music is very good. It's very similar to Bureaucratic's, so his new album, I think it came out like 2 weeks ago. Anyway, well, Spotify has this really cool feature where you, whenever you pull somebody's page up based on your location that you're using Spotify from, it tells you if there's any concerts near you, and that Flamingo guy is going to be playing Portland soon. So I think it's like August 15th or 16th, so I'm going to try to go to that. That'll be pretty cool. Yeah, even though it was a news camera, that blows my mind. I can't believe that. A news camera, but it's definitely like those kind of experiences definitely like, you know, put a mental block and hinder you from wanting to film in public for sure. I wish, this is the first time I've ever live streamed, but I wish that I had some sort of system where I could, because I'm watching your comments on this laptop, but I'm filming on my cell phone because the comments don't go through fast enough. It takes too much of the screen away. But I wish that there was some sort of system I could have where I could prop the laptop up right here, because I see myself looking down. It's kind of awkward. Yeah, that's a good thing to do, is just pay attention to people's body language and stuff, and if they're uncomfortable, then just to stop filming or move somewhere else or whatever. It's a good tip, Big O. You cooking anything good this weekend? You grilling out? It's a silly question, I know you are. What are you cooking? McKenna Jonesy, which one of you is with me right now? Steaks and chicken 2 nights ago. Nice, nice. I grilled some Honey Nut Cheerios this morning. Hey Josh, when is Jonas gonna be putting up some videos? Andrew, Lauren's in the shower. Nice, cool. I figured that's what it was since you were asking about Chelsea. How's the weather in Portland? We're actually gonna have a kind of a warm weekend. We've I think the high today is like 85 and sunny. And the low this morning was in the 50s. Probably similar to you. I was watching your video the other day when you were talking about the weather in the mountains where you are, and I thought it's very similar to what Portland is like. It can get hot during the day in the summer, but then it gets really, really, really nice at nighttime. Rosie sitting next to you, nice. So have either of the people who found who saw your video on Twitter said anything to you or contacted you, Andrew? Dusty, 102 feels like 108. Man, that heat index, man. It's crazy. It's too hot. I got out of that. I got out of that life long ago. Can't do that anymore. I did too. When people ask us why we moved, I mean, there were a lot of reasons, but we're just tired of living in a place that felt like felt like the weather hated us being alive. Hey, AKA, what's up? How's it going? Who's watching? Keith, Abby? As far as temperature goes, both of us, whoa! Awesome. Did you guys decide if you're going to CVX yet? Not this year. Okay. I may have missed it, but is the voting already over? Yeah, hopefully next time. This all came about really, really fast for me and my little group, but didn't make the top 5. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. There were a couple other channels in there that I had heard of, but yeah, Salt Lake City is a beautiful city. They keep it really, really clean, especially the downtown area where all of the Mormon temple and all of their offices and grounds and everything is. It's a beautiful city. I'm excited to go back. I've been there probably 3 or 4 times. It's nice. But yeah, it's funny because when we started talking about going, it's these people that I met in Seattle last year. When we started talking about going, I was just kind of like, I don't know. I looked at the website. It wasn't a convention that I'd ever heard of before, and I couldn't really find any content about it from any smaller channels. So I figured it might have just been like mostly a meet and greet type of situation, which I'm not gonna fly. Spend $300 on a flight to go do a meet and greet, But yeah, then I looked a little bit more into it on their website, and it looks like they've got some really worthwhile classes. So I'm looking forward to that. And we've got some fun stuff planned for the Vlogger House. I hope that you guys will be interested in some of that content. Go check that video out if you haven't. Once this isn't live anymore, I'll link it up here. That video out, and go subscribe to those people if you don't already. I know some of you subscribe to probably Riv and Al and maybe Leg Life too, but I'm not sure about Zoe if you don't know Zoe. But we got some really fun stuff planned for the house. We got a few special guests gonna be stopping by, hopefully. We're gonna maybe do some challenges, and then we're going to we're gonna be live streaming every night. So one night will be on Leg Life's channel. Next night will be on Riv and Al's channel, my channel, and then Zoe's channel. I think will be the last night. I don't know. It doesn't really matter, but CVX does look fun. We're anxious to see it. Yeah, I'm really anxious to see it too. The funniest thing, Keith and Abby, you guys are still fairly new to the game, I guess, but one of the bigger, I don't mean that in a negative way, one of the biggest shocks to me, having been in a couple of venues where vlogging is encouraged, so like at a convention or like a meetup or something like that, one of the most amazing parts about that, about the community that happens there, is that vlogging at that point doesn't become a novelty. Nobody looks at you funny. People are very supportive. They'll like, I don't know, if you once you've vlogged in public and you know that you can feel people looking at you and stuff like that, that doesn't happen at these type of conventions. So like even in the common areas and when you're walking around the grounds of a convention center and stuff, it doesn't happen. People are like super respectful, and it's because it's those type of people that, it's like other creators, and it's those type of people that just get it. And it's really, really freeing creatively, because you don't, there's nothing in the back of your head that's like, am I, upsetting somebody? Am I in somebody's way? Like, people are just really cool about it. And it's crazy the high you get from it. It's like going to church camp because you're completely secluded from the rest of your distractions and the rest of the world and everything. And yeah, it's definitely an unbelievable experience. So if you get a chance, anybody, if you get a chance to go to a convention or a meetup or something where there's going to be other YouTubers there, they're in the same game as you are. They want the same things that you want. They want watchable content, and they want to continue to improve their editing, and they want better community, and they want conversation with people, and yeah, they want the same things that you want. So everybody is very, very, just into it. And that's one of the things that I really, really look forward to about these conferences. It's like getting a booster shot. You get the vitamins and protein and everything, and it's like, you're back on your feet. You're amped to do it. You're amped to edit and record more and everything like that. And collaborations happen, and you get people from other channels viewing your content, and it just helps you kind of expand your community. It's awesome. The Vlogger Fair was one of my favorite things I've done, maybe like creatively ever. And I've done a lot of different art endeavors as a kid, and something just dripped on me. I don't think I sloshed my coffee, but it's possible. Hey, Timber decided to join me. Hold on a second. Come here, buddy. Come here. Come here. Thank you. Thank you. So yeah, if you get a chance, I highly recommend it. So Bo is asleep behind the camera on a gigantic dog mattress pad. Bo is full. She's a pure Maltese, and Timber he's mostly Maltese. The vet isn't really sure, and we don't really care to pay for like DNA testing or anything like that. Bird Snake, what's up, dude? How's it going? Good to see ya. Go have a Whataburger for me today. And Timber he's a little bit of a mutt, but mostly Maltese. And we actually, funny story about Timber, I don't know if I've ever talked about this on the vlog before. So we were living in San Antonio at the time, and we had Bo. We got her from a breeder, and we were living very close to Kasha's parents. Kasha's parents had a little Pomeranian, and we would leave Bo at their house a lot of times when we were going to be out of the house for a long period of time. So sometimes if we knew we were going to have a long day at work, or if we were going to be out of the house for a long time on a weekend or something like that, we would take Bo over to Kasha's parents' house, just for her to have a companion and not be bored all day. So she got really used to having a friend. And when we moved away from San Antonio, we decided that it would be best if we got a second dog so that she could have a companion. So we moved from San Antonio to Temple, Texas, and when we were in Temple, we were only there for probably 2 days, and we went to a PetSmart and asked somebody at PetSmart, like, do you guys have is there a preferred adoption agency in town, or is there like, does everybody just go to the Humane Society, or what's the deal? And the girl who was working at PetSmart actually told us that she was a volunteer for the Humane Society, and that she suggested we check their website and was there anything we were looking for, because she also did some fostering. And so come to find out, we went to PetSmart on a Saturday or Sunday night, and on Friday morning, a foster family had picked Timber up. He and a poodle were huddled up in a ditch on the side of the road, just like a little runoff drainage area. And yeah, 5 cats, Andrew? No. But yeah, so he was in a ditch, and this foster family went and picked him up, and they said that he was super scared and like super shaky, and really he was just super thin. And because of the time of year it was, the foster, or the adoption agency said that he was probably a Christmas gift for a family with like young kids, and the kids didn't take care of them and the adults didn't take care of them, and so that the family just dumped them. And it still makes me really sad to think about it, and I always wonder whatever happened to the other poodle that they scooped up. I hope somebody took him home too. It was 2 boys. Timber's a boy. But yeah, sometime I'll need to go back. I think the picture's actually on Kasha's Facebook account. I don't think I have it anymore. There's a picture of the day that we got him home, like 2 or 3 days after. And so you can see how he is now. I mean, he's very well groomed. He's clean. He's happy. Well fed. Probably chubby. Oh, thank you. But the day we brought him home, his hair was just overgrown. I mean, like, he couldn't see because his hair was so thick over his eyes. It was all completely matted. You could tell he had never had a haircut before. And since Maltese have hair, they don't have fur. There's no undercoat. They can't shed any of their hair. So if you don't cut it, it just grows and grows and grows and grows. And so he'd never had a haircut. He'd probably never had a bath. He was gross. I mean, it was really, really bad. And the growing process from training, a dog who'd been out on his own for a long time has been hard, or was hard. He's fine now. I mean, he's spoiled as heck. But yeah, I'm glad that I'm glad we got him, because he's my buddy, my best friend. This is Bo was our first pet, but she's more of Kasha's dog, and Timber is my dog for sure. And he is the first pet I ever had. My whole family is allergic to most animals, and so growing up we never had any animals or anything. And Maltese, since they don't shed, they're hypoallergenic, so it was a perfect situation. So. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I just set up the camera, or set up my phone and the laptop, thinking, maybe a couple of people would stop by, because I don't know how the notification system works or anything like that. It didn't give me an option to tell people. So I tweeted that I was going to be going live pretty soon, but I'm really stoked that anybody would actually watch this. Anybody got any questions or anything? I know I don't have a huge following, but I like you guys, so if anybody has any Q&A stuff, it's been a couple of months since I've done a Q&A. Want to see me vlogging more in public? Yeah, I mean, me too. Um, the only thing, like, this isn't really an excuse. It's just to tell you why I don't do it more. So we don't really live downtown, and we don't. I kind of don't. I don't really like going downtown unless it's for a Timbers game or something. The vlog that I put out yesterday was probably the most downtown stuff that I've put in a vlog in a while. But even then, it was just kind of B-roll shots. Yeah, it's definitely something I'd like to do. Walk and talk style vlogging. I think I did one downtown maybe a couple of months ago. I'll put it in the comments after this goes live. It may not be, it may have been before you started following me, Big O. Do you go to every Timbers game? Mostly every Timbers game. We have 2 season tickets. So unless it's just like impossible for our schedule, or we're just not feeling it that day or something like that, because I take the Timbers pretty seriously. I don't know if you've noticed that, but I feel like if I can't give 100% energy to the team and singing and chanting and clapping and jumping around and stuff, then I don't know, I feel like I'm doing them a disservice. So what are ticket prices like? So it's a little bit better when you have a season ticket, but there's a gigantic waiting list to get season tickets. I think the last time I heard an official number, the number of people on the wait list was like 14,000 people waiting for season tickets. But anyway, so if you have a season ticket, I think this year it was $450 for a general admission season ticket, and then it just goes on up from there. It's if you buy them individual tickets, they are like $27.50 per game, and we get 16 or 17 home games. So you're definitely saving some money. Yeah, soccer here, Andrew, is we get because it's not quite as popular. Poplar? It's not a tree. Because it's not quite as popular as it is in England. It's still on the cheaper side, and we don't have anything like the size of the Premier League, so it's a lot more affordable. Andrew, do you support any lower league teams that you could go to that would probably be cheaper, like a League One or a League Two side? Yeah, Dusty. The only game that I've been to at Sporting Park was when I was in Texas, and it was $50. Yeah. Big O said, "What video you filmed is your favorite?" The video that I filmed, I think the title of it is like my favorite vlog ever or something like that. By far the most energy I've ever put into a video, and the most time editing, and that was a super special video for me. And that's actually one of, as far as vlog style videos go, has the most views of any of my videos. I actually had a video on Thursday pass 1,000 views, which I was pretty excited about. For somebody who doesn't do any like niche content, it's kind of a big number for me. Andrew, you used to go to Cambridge United, League Two now, back when they were non-league. Yeah. Are you guys, would that be like Conference South? Were they in Conference South? I try to follow. So I like Chelsea. Obviously, I used to, or I still follow Middlesbrough because um, Conference National. Okay. Um, also follow Middlesbrough because I've actually been to Middlesbrough. My sophomore year of college, I went to a Christian private school, and we went on some team building missions in Middlesbrough and that surrounding area, and Redcar and Saltburn, I think was the name of the city. It was a beach, like a coastal area. But yeah, so while we were in Middlesbrough, we were there for 10 days, and one of the people that we were staying with was a big Middlesbrough FC fan, and just asked if I could go to a game with him, and then the whole rest of my group decided that they wanted to go as well. So we ended up going to a Middlesbrough game at the Riverside. They played Fulham. That was pretty cool. All right, Big O, thanks for stopping by, man. I appreciate it. I'll try to get downtown sometime. I promise. Hope you get some good coffee. Enjoy it, my friend. I appreciate you. When Juninho was there, that was amazing. Hey, you too, Big O. Thanks a lot, my man. Who went on to join Celtic, right? Yeah, one of the we had. I'm gonna let Timber down because he's hot. You want to sit here, maybe? One of our Timbers players was rumored to be going to Celtic last transfer window. Darlington Nagby. He plays for the United States national team, but I think the Timbers wanted too much money for him, and Celtic decided that was too rich for their blood. What, Andrew? Where, if you don't mind me asking, where exactly do you live? I have a pretty limited knowledge of England, but whereabouts do you live? Okay. Oh wow. I won't say it for your privacy, but yeah, that's a nice area from what I've seen. At least that city in particular. I don't think I'm smart enough to visit that city, if you know what I mean. So I'm watching the Office here because that's all I ever do. Let's see if you can see it in the window. Kinda, yeah. At least in the city, anyway. Yeah. One thing that I loved when we were in England was just how charming everything is. I know that sounds really silly to a person who lives there, but everything was just so nice, so just so quaint. Well, I guess I have no idea how long I've been on here. It doesn't say. But I think I'm gonna probably get off here pretty soon unless anybody else has any other questions. And yeah, really appreciate everybody hopping in the chat. Appreciate it. I figured I'd have one or two people. Hey man, thanks Bird Snake. I appreciate it, man. Have a good day at the store. Good luck with that telly. That's so dope. Later, Dusty. Bye, Keith. Bye, Abby. Have a great weekend. Oh, Bird Snake, if you haven't already gone, I'm going to be getting a ukulele soon. So I hope that makes you happy. Later, Andrew. We'll see you soon. Timber says bye. Alright, probably a good place to end. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Find someone you love, tell them you loved them. Peace, and be good to each other.